Hey guys, my name is Toshi and welcome to my channel. As you can see from the title, I will be showing you my revenges and attacks I did this past month for Artfight. If you don't know what Artfight is an annual game that lasts for a month, beginning every July. During the event, users can register on the site to join. Each year, participants are split into two themed teams to which they are assigned randomly. On this website, you can post references of your characters or your persona, things like that, and then people will decide to draw them. Sadly, this year I couldn't really be ambitious, so I have nothing but a bunch of revenges and like maybe one attack. I know I didn't give a lot of background onto what Artfight is, so if you're curious, you can go to the website and see more detailed descriptions of what the game is about. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the first drawing. So this first drawing is technically a revenge, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it an attack because it makes me feel better. Y'all, personally, this one is not my strongest. I'm not a furry artist. In fact, I don't even like drawing animals, but my friend Astro has attacked me for the past 2 years, and I have yet to get them back, so I made sure they were first this year. These are two of his OCs, Nathan and Blythe. Nathan is the raccoon, Blythe is the tiger. Strangely, in this piece, I tried to start off with a silhouette. Well, I did start out with a silhouette, and honestly, I don't know if that helped me, but I did it anyways. Here you can see I'm really trying to sketch out the details and capture the essence of, you know, the animals. And I even added some shading because I was struggling so hard to like see what I was doing, but it really didn't help at all. And I didn't even do shading for the piece, which, spoilers, sorry guys. Yeah, here comes my first quote-unquote line art pass, and then I didn't like how sketchy it was. Probably shouldn't have used the pencil brush if I didn't want a pencil texture. Oh, and yeah, I forgot, I decided to make these guys eat hush puppies because my friend is a big fan of where we live, and part of Southern America is hush puppies and whatnot. I think the worst part of me thugging out this piece is that I was trying to figure out my quote-unquote furrification style. I really like those art styles where the furry is just like a human with an animal head and maybe sometimes some animal attributes. Haru in Beastars, like, she's a regular, really small, teenage Japanese girl. Well, I don't even know if they're Japanese. Anyways, she is this girl with a rabbit head who's just bald and has those beady little eyes, but they're on the front of her head, and I think that design is so funny. And I want to try and capture that in my furrification style when I start practicing more. Maybe next year when I'm attacking Astro again. Back on the topic. Sadly, I just went with flats in this piece, like I said earlier, because I don't know how to draw furries, and I don't even draw hair like that. So, couldn't really do much with the lighting, but I just tried to do my typical, shading style, and Astro loves it, so I guess I have to like it. Yep. As I said, just not a big fan of this piece. I really wish I could have just done more. Easy solution to that is practicing, but when it's Artfight, you're on a time crunch, so I just did what I could. If I could add more, I would just mess with colors more. Do something a little more vibrant, a little more saturated, because that's what I love. It's over, so it is what it is. An actual attack I did. So this drawing is of, I'm sorry if I butcher this, Psychobe? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Guys, please do not judge me. Most of my sketches, and you're going to see this, they start off so ugly. I don't know why that happens, but it's just sketching and I are not friends. It's such an ugly looking stage. Oh, and here you can see me try and do a painterly style, but then I remembered I'm not going to be able to keep this consistently, and two, I don't even really like doing a painterly art style, so I quickly scrapped that. And I just had a feeling it was going to look dookie. Like, I just knew it was going to look absolutely dookie. Oh, here we get to see my line art. I'm so happy I went with hard shadows and actually decided to follow the reference I had. It was really helpful when you use the reference you brought. Here, I'm just using the liquify tool because liquify is my best friend and easily fixes mistakes I make because, you know, you just have that distorted vision, and when you flip the canvas, everything becomes obvious. You're still working on the line art. I really had a hard time trying to decide whether I want to go with the actual eye color, because usually when I draw, I don't like to give my characters eye colors. I think they just look much better with void eyeballs. I'm here for the void. I just love black eyes. They're great. But to stick to the character and make him actually look like who he is, I just went ahead, did the eye colors. I'm just gonna be honest and say, this was my least favorite part of the drawing. Doing the Leku patterns, which are the things on the side of his head if you're not a Star Wars fan and just don't know the anatomy of a Togruta, which is what his species is. Yeah, it was hard just trying to pick whether I want it to be super accurate, let there be a little bit of inaccuracies, which I went with the little bit of inaccuracies, but I think I did good enough to where you can't notice that I might have like left out a stripe or two. Yeah, this part was hard and it was a little tedious, but it sped up so you guys don't have to sit through that like I did. And here you can see me. I'm so sorry for the flash, guys, but I just do that all the time. I just flip around to see what's the best overlay, what makes my colors look better, all that good stuff. And at the very end, you can see I forgot to put on his scars. When I finished this piece like a while ago, well, not a while, a few weeks ago, I was really happy with how it looked. I thought it looked close enough to the character's face. It was the best I could do, and I'm pretty happy with that. It came out how I wanted, and that was cool. Looking back on it now, a few weeks later, it's a little boring, and I could have went bigger with the halftone overlay, but honestly, I'm still satisfied with it. I don't want to burn it. I do like looking at it. This drawing was for Whizzfiz, and guys, you're kinda in for a real treat. So this one, I kind of went all out on it, and I really almost had fun on it. The characters in this drawing are Ram Tutra and Nora Cherry. So I always start off with drawing faces because for some reason I am physically incapable of starting a drawing without drawing the face. Like, it needs to be drawn or the drawing is not gonna happen. Here you can see I go in with a secondary, more clean sketch because, as you guys saw before, my sketches are very messy and very ugly, and sometimes I just can't decipher it or I just need to refine some more details. And I think this drawing was my first defense of the year, which means Whizzfiz attacked me before I attacked them, so I wanted to go a little, or do something a little special for them, and I just thought it would be really cute to draw a Jedi and their Padawan pairing, because I just love to draw the little Padawan braid. It's so cute, and honestly, their designs were doable, and it was just a cute dynamic. So I imagine in this piece that Rom had dragged Nora out to practice. Originally it was supposed to be in the middle of the day, but later you will see when I drew the lightsabers, it just wasn't as illuminating as I want, so it just turned to nighttime, so imagine it as like a late night practice or something. So here again, I went really all out with the shadows. Honestly, I should have had a lighting reference, but I really didn't, so I just used my brain to imagine how having a lightsaber so close to your face would look, even though there are literally movies that show how that would look, but whatever, I'm special. I did die a little bit while drawing this because I drew each little strand, and honestly it might have been worth it because I don't hate looking at it. Kind of wish I followed through with the little strand thing on the braids, but it's whatever, I'll live. Oh, here you can see I tried to do a little clash for the blade, but obviously didn't go through with that. Oh, another reason why I changed the lighting was my values were really blended together, and you can really see that with the blades because I love saturation and I just go with bright saturated colors. Yep, that's me. It's not a Toshi 2 drawing if it isn't bright and saturated. And I also added this little filter on top, which honestly I like it. Makes it look good to me. So I'm not gonna complain too much. And yeah, that's the end of this piece. I'm actually really proud of it. It was like a little scene, 2 characters interacting with each other, something I barely do, but I'm happy with it. I'm a little sad I couldn't keep like the daytime environment because that was my intentions, but I just went with nighttime, and I at least I got my goal of the lightsabers being illuminated, and I have a little bit of a background and even the sky and clouds, so honestly, pretty satisfying piece. I'm happy with the outcome. Here's the final revenge of the video for my dear friends Hallow and Hollowpvrple. So I drew their characters, Casa and Vex. They're just staples in our friendship, and I just thought it would be awesome if I drew their characters again because they're really cute with their interesting little stories. Now, I'm not going to give a bio for these characters because they got quite a bit of descriptions on them. They're really dear characters to my friends, but if you're curious, you can read about them on each of their Toy House accounts, which I will put up here. You know, highly recommend it. Please go read it. It's really a nice read, and I just love their characters. So, the one who actually attacked me was Hallow, because Hallow is absolutely insane and is absolutely just on the grind. I will put up a picture of their battle ratio just for the month, but I don't know how they do it, and they didn't burn out. It was insane, but you go Hallow. So yep, there's my little reference in the corner, starting off with drawing heads. I really tried to add some extra energy into this pose because it was a little stiff. I don't know if I achieved that, but it was the goal. And surprisingly, on this one, my sketch isn't the ugliest in the world. I think that brush I use really does me justice. But yeah, I got this sketch done really quickly, and now I'm on to the line art. So as you can see, I shifted Casa, which is the Togurta, the non-human one. I shifted Casa's head because I remembered that Vex is actually supposed to be like 6'5", and Casa's like maybe 6 feet tall. And I just wanted to, you know, keep that accurate. Now, I didn't shift it too much because I didn't want to change the entire drawing. I was a little lazy with it, but at least I attempted to make them close to their accurate heights. So yeah, oh look, peep the actual commission I did for them in that upper corner. But anyways, I pulled that in so I can do some color picking references because, you know, love referencing my own art. So you can see I decided to I was going to do shading, but again, running out of time and wanting to actually make it to all the people who attacked me, which was a lot this year. Well, not a ton, but it was a lot for me this year. So I just went ahead with the flats, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks, because usually I don't like my drawings when I just do flats, but honestly, this looks pretty cool. With this piece, there's not much to say. It just came out really cute. I'm satisfied. I like it. It looks like it's a scrapped comic cover, which, awesome. Love it. Characters are cute. They're interacting. They look like how they're supposed to look. The colors are nice. Background's boring, but it also looks nice, so I'm satisfied. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for staying to the end of my video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to visit these artists' social medias and give them a little love. If you want to see more Artfight attacks I already posted most of them on my Instagram, so go ahead and check me out over there. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.